the world, and now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. And if it's good, I won't even worry anymore. Took all my cares, still can kick them all out the door. Go on and try, come and tell me what you're waiting for. Move and keep them going till your life is overflowing, yeah. I do a dance of victory, 'cause now I'm living good, no I'm not living like I used to be. Now talk about things, talk about my mind. Now I'm standing up on top of the world tonight, and everything's working out just right. And while the world is spinning, it's a brand new beginning, and we finally winning. Hey, so take it up, take it over, take it out of control today and pray my soul, and now you got me singing. Oh, 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 oh.
Very good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Hello to all of you guys and every single one. It's Pawel Sijka here again. Today I want to talk about something what most entrepreneurs telling to us about the consistency in doing the one or two things at the same time and master it and polish it them to be perfect one day after a few years or few months. For some people it depends of the profession and depends of the business sectors, and obviously the life desire and the life passion. And I would like to tell you an example of my mom. Unfortunately, she was dying. She was died a few days ago. That's why I've came back from Los Angeles straight to Poland to say goodbye to her. And I would like to tell you about her consistency. From 13 years, she was doing exactly one thing since the morning till the night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 360 days during a year for over 13 years. She was a poetry. She was doing kind of the very difficult in the Polish even language to understand the rhymes. And this poetry wasn't even fully understood by me until a few weeks ago, when I've constantly was looking at her, and then finally I've understand a bit, as I call the limericks, and then if you can check in the Google, I will tell you something more about. And also she was doing the pictures. She was doing kind of she was mastering the difference program of the changing the pictures and doing the mosaic and doing the different things. And I'm not really sure how to explain this, but if anyone wants access to it, I'm quite happy to show you. Everything is going to be on the Dropbox. So, well, it doesn't matter right now. Forget about this what I've said to you about this poetry, difficult poetry, and this picture. I want to say about this consistency. And she was very sick. She was very ill on the heart, and then she wasn't able to go out from home. She was all the time at home, and she was doing this all the time. She was treated this as a hobby and as a life passion. She's made over the 13 years. She's made 15 gigabytes, even more the pictures, which is around 20 more thousand pictures during the whole 13 years of her sickness, of her consistency to do the one or two things and through the entire that time when she started do so. And then imagine now when the people cannot decide what to do, if they finally decide what to do, and there is a problem coming up, which is consistency. The people giving up so quick because sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's so difficult, sometimes they not seeing the results, and that's why most of the people giving up, because if they not seeing the results, they losing the passion, they losing the feelings to do so on, and they try to jump and do other things. And then, but she was different. She was constantly chasing all the subjects, two subjects for over 13 years. She wasn't do anything apart from this, but she was mastering all of this. She was receiving rewards like this. for her job, like for the limericks. She was receiving lots of diplomas like this, and then she was really, really famous around the Polish community and Polish groups, for her mastering, for her poetry, and then for the person who she was, through the entire her life and entire her career over the years. And then she was perfect example of the consistency. I can tell you, I never see anyone in my life who was focused and who was polishing one thing, two things through her entire life. Before, I remember she was playing the piano quite a lot, but over the few years she wasn't playing that much, like when I was a kid. She was a very sensitive person. She was very open for the people. She was very smiling. Everyone loves her. She was loved to give and everything for everyone. And then, yeah, I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss her. But she's exactly the best example for me for to be a consistency and to do it over and over again to one day master it. What we really love. So yeah, that was the subject about for today, and I wishing you have a great week to all of you. Thank you, guys. Right. Okay. That's another side of the mirror, which I'm gonna talk to you through, and which I'm gonna tell you about, and I hopefully we will share an opinion and our expertise. So, I've just told you about the consistency, right? Doing all the time over and over again. However, remember my mom, she was very sick. She's been at home, and then she's never almost go out alone, from home. She needs to be careful. But my father, she was staying at home all the time for the years and years. So she was looking for something to not get crazy in here, and then at home. So she's finding this as her passion, right? But here's the thing: she didn't have much choice, so she needed to find something what's gonna cover this inside these books, and then so this is what her find as a suitable things to do something online, and to do something to be at home, and to not harm her that much because she was very sick, and then yeah, so she was fine this because she was sick, or she was fine this because she's fine this as a love in the situation where she's been put it through about her life. But think about the people who's choosing what to do and who's choosing to do something continuously and constantly. Um, why the people giving up so quick? Well, there is a too many reasons, but in this case, right, there is scenario like they have too many options, maybe too many options outside, maybe cannot decide finally what to do, and when they are feeling scared, when they feel in pain, they start to jump into the next thing because they think they thought that this one, the first one, gonna be the easier one, and they're gonna follow it, but not. They scared and they try to jump into the another thing. Also, environments try to maybe pursue them to do something different, but because they always saying like, "No, you're not gonna make it. This is not good for you. Doing something else." And then to hear this many voices and these too many options is also can stop us to do something continuously, constantly, whatever you choose. Um, so it's the two sides, right? It sounds quite easy if you don't have a choice to choose something, right, and to master it, and it sounds quite different if you have so many options. But that's no excuses because constant consistency is a consistency on the two, both different but the same sides of the life. Everything is in here. If we put ourselves the must into our head that we need to do because we love this and we gonna love this whatever we do, it doesn't really matter that we're gonna be inside locked by the sickness or by anything else, or we're gonna be outside. Because the point is that we need to choose for what we really love, what we really love to do, and start to do this. Not because of somebody tell us, or not because of any circumstances. If you're, for example, ill and you are sitting at home, you don't need to think about this, that you need to do something because you are ill and you're gonna choose this. No, choose this whatever suitable in your situation, whatever you think you're gonna like or love. Try to do this, and after, when you're gonna start to like this or even love this, you can pursue to yourself in your head that, wow, this is what I was always dreaming of all my life, and this wasn't created because of my situation, but this was created also only because of I wanted to make this happen. So as vice versa, when you are outside, you don't need to listen to anyone. You just don't need to, well, you need to listen, but not going after every single one or every single one person who tell you what to do, because they never been in your skin. Everybody is a unique, and everybody have a different soul, and everybody needs something else. That's why life makes us unique as a human being. Um, so this is it. Yeah, this is what I tell today in the end of this today, about this consistency to create by somebody, to try to create by somebody, by the situation, by some people, or by us. So yeah, that's my thought for today, and I wish you all have a good night. Bye now.